Hello, everyone, and welcome to our English class. Today's lesson is about first and second conditionals. I want you to pay attention to this lesson and really understand um, the differences between the first and second conditionals and also the rules on how to make first and second conditionals. This is very important because I included this in our final exam. And by the way, our final exam will be on February 9, 10, and 11. It depends on which day we meet first. And then the succeeding days will be used for our speaking test. Okay? In English, there are actually four conditionals. We have the zero conditional, the first conditional, the second conditional, and the mixed conditional. So, if you are not familiar with this, I suggest that you pay attention to this lesson. And if you think that you need more examples or more explanations, if you think that you don't understand, please go to our handout. I made a handout for everyone to study and read more or study more. There are also many videos on YouTube which can help you, or by just simply talking to ChatGPT, I think that you can learn a lot. Okay, so let's now begin with the first conditional. So, first conditional is used when you are talking about real things and possible things that can really happen. And we use the first conditional to talk about the future, meaning we're not talking about the things right now, but we are talking about the future. And we use it when something is possible and real. So when you are thinking about first conditional, you should think of it like this. If this happens, that will happen. For example, if it rains, I will stay at home. So, when you are saying this statement, you understand that rain is real and it can happen today. So, you are talking about real things, possible things, things that can really happen. So, if it rains, I will stay at home. Or if I finish my homework, I will play games. So finishing homework is possible and playing game is the result. However, for second conditional, this is used when you are talking about unreal things or dream things or things that are not real now. Okay, they are not real now. It's not talking about um, the future. It's talking about the imagination, and it is only used for dreams or impossible situations. So think of it like this: if this were different, that would happen. So you are talking about things right now. Okay, things right now that are not real and not possible to happen. Okay, they are unreal, they are dreams, and they are not real as of this time. So, for example, if I had $1 million, I would buy a big house. So, do I have $1 million now? No. So, this is a dream. If I had $1 million, I would buy a big house. So, you are just dreaming, right? You are just talking about something that is not true right now. Or if you say, if I were a superhero, I would save the world. Are you a superhero right now? No. So this is an imagination. So the main difference between the first and second conditional is this. The first conditional is talking about the future, which is real and possible. Okay, real and possible. But second conditional is talking about things right now that are unreal and imaginary. Okay. Um, the most confusing thing about conditionals are the verbs. So we will now proceed to the verb rules. So verb rules of the first and second conditional. Okay, so verbs are the key. If you change the verb, you also change the meaning. For first conditional, we use this pattern. If plus the present tense or verb 1 and then will plus verb 1. Okay, for example, you say, if I wake up early, I will exercise. So you are, again, first conditional, you are talking about the future. So if I wake up early, I will exercise. So there is a possibility that you wake up early, and if that happens, you will really exercise. Okay, so this is an example of our first conditional. For the second conditional, you are again talking um, about an imagination. Okay, things that are not real as of this time. Again, you are not talking about the future. You are talking about things right now that are not real. Okay, so the pattern is if plus the past simple or the verb to, and then would plus the base verb or verb 1. For example, if I woke up earlier, I would exercise every day. How is it different from how is it different from our first example? If I wake up early, I will exercise. This time, if I woke up earlier, I would exercise every day. What's the difference? If you don't see the difference, it means you are yet to understand the difference between the first and second conditional. Maybe you thought you understand, but actually you don't. If you cannot explain the difference between this, so again, statement number one is the first conditional, and it is talking um, about the future, which is true and possible. Okay, which is possible. If I wake up early, I will exercise. But the second statement here is just an imagination. It's not true. Okay, as of this time, if I woke up earlier, I would exercise every day. But the thing is, I didn't wake up early, so um, so I will not exercise every day. So this is what statement number two is saying. So which statement talks about real future time? It's sentence number one. It's a real future time. Sentence number two is not talking about the future. Okay. Which sentence talks about imagination? Of course, that is sentence number two, the second conditional. Exercising every day is only an idea in my mind. That is also true about this statement number two. This is a real decision about my life. That is referring to sentence number one, the first conditional. Okay? So again, verbs are the key. If you change the verb, you change the meaning. Okay? So I hope that is clear. And there is a special rule in terms of second conditional, and this will come out in our final exam. In the second conditional, we use were for every one. Okay, we use were. Okay, we don't use was. For example, if he were taller, he would play basketball. So he is singular, but we didn't use the word was. We use were. Why? Because we are using the second conditional, and also it's just an imagination. It's just something that is not real. So we use were. If he were taller, but unfortunately he's not, he would play basketball. If I were rich, I would travel the world. If he were more caring, she would feel loved. Okay? Another one is if my friend were more supportive, I would trust him more. Okay, so to summarize, the first conditional uses the present tense of the verb, and in the result clause uses will plus verb 1. And second conditional uses verb 2, and the result clause uses would plus verb 1. Okay, so here are some exercises to help you, but unfortunately, we cannot do this online. So we will do this next time um, in the classroom. All right, so thank you so much, students, for watching this video. And again, if you are not sure that you understand this lesson, I suggest that you study more. Okay, anyway, this is um, really helpful. Even if you go to the university, this is helpful because we use conditionals in everyday conversations. Like